And welcome to Under Center with Kirk Cousins.
Cousins from under center, straight drop, it's another deep shot, center of the field, caught on the run, 20-15-10, touchdown!
Welcome back to Under Center with Kirk Cousins. Mark Rosen back with you. Of course, Under Center is proudly presented by Fleet Farm this season. And Kirk, we can see the man in the bottom of our screen, RTB. We know what that means, row the boat. The one and only P.J. Fleck, the head coach of the Minnesota Gophers. So as a fellow Big Ten guy, I'll let you take it away, and let's delve deep into P.J. Fleck's mind today.
Coach Fleck, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for coming on. I'll just get it started with a question. What, in this unique time, what has been your message to your football team as you're kind of going through this fluid situation with the COVID virus?
Yeah, first and foremost, everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to coach. That's what we do. We play and we coach. But our job is to make sure that we have our team ready to play whenever the Big Ten gives us the light, the green light. So that's what we have to be able to continue to do. And we've got to focus on whatever we're doing today. We got to be better today than we were yesterday and really focus on the now. I mean, whether it's our personal life, whether it's our spiritual life, our academic life, our football life, I think this has really kind of taught the whole world to focus on now, appreciate now, really get better at now, because we don't have any other option. Especially with us, we don't even have a play date for when we're actually going to start yet. So we have to do what we do today better than we did it yesterday. So whichever teams, just like the NFL, whoever can do this time and the time that we've had building up to now better for longer is probably going to have the best chance to succeed. So that's what we've been focused on.
Amen. Now, what's been your message to the team coming off of such a successful season, such an emotional high? I was watching that Outback Bowl victory in our training room as we were getting ready for our next game. And you come back from that game. I remember when I was at Michigan State and Mark D'Antonio would talk about going from being the hunter to being the hunted. What has been your message to your football team all offseason, coming off such a memorable season with such an emotional high?
Well, first of all, 1 year, right, has nothing to do with the following year. They're all its own different entities. It's a completely different team that we had last year. We have some different strengths. We have some different weaknesses. We've got some things that we've got to continue to get better at. It's the identity of the football team's different, but the culture is the same. And so we want to take that next right step of our program. And as basically what you said you did at Michigan State, we want to continue to do. That doesn't mean you're going to win 12 games every single year or 11 games every single year, but you want to constantly be in the fight and be in the hunt. We talked this year about the bamboo tree. In year 4, that bamboo tree can grow from 1 foot all the way to 90 feet in year 4, why it takes the first 3 years to develop that root system. So we want our real roots to develop the bamboo in year 4, but we're going to have to earn it. Nothing's ever guaranteed. All we continue to do is find a way to stack chances on top of each other to give us the best chance to have a really successful football team on and off the field as we build this character of this football team and the identity of this team, which has been a challenge for everybody this year, being able to do it virtually, then coming back together, then separating again, and now hopefully coming back together here very soon for what we hopefully feel is a season right around the corner.
I love that message. And Coach, you've won me over. I've been here now about 2.5 years in Minnesota. We met when the Super Bowl was here back in early 2018, and I kind of asked you about this area. You said it was your favorite place you've lived since you've been in coaching, and I can see now after being here 2.5 years what you meant, and I'm right there with you. So I'm in your corner. I tell people the Gophers are my Big Ten West team. My background kind of prevents me.
That's a good way out. I like it.
Yeah, it kind of prevents me from going any further than that. But at the same time, I say, hey, they're my Big Ten West team. I'm going to pull for them. So believe in you and what you're doing. And I kind of want to go back and let you kind of tell your story. I'll ask a few questions along the way. But starting with when you were released by the 49ers as a player. You played in college at Northern Illinois, go to play with the 49ers. They release you. They offer you a job to coach with their team, which today would be very coveted. Can you talk about, was coaching always going to be your next step?
I wasn't a very good player. They cut me my 3rd year when they kind of found out I was still there. I was one of those guys that never, he was always the 53rd guy or the practice squad player. And did everything you could just to be able to have a role somehow, some way. And come the third year after another injury, I've had 5 shoulder surgeries. And Mike Nolan, I remember calling me up to his office and cutting me, but also offer me a job within the next sentence. And at the time, I knew I wanted to coach, but I didn't have any coaching connections. I mean, my dad kills bugs for a living. My mom's a teacher's aide. We have no coaching in our background, but we do have education. So he offered me a job, and like an idiot, I declined it because I got another offer from Jim Tressel to go be a GA in college at Ohio State because his GA couldn't get into school at the last minute.
Wow.
So for me, it was one of those things. Do I stay and coach in the NFL, which, again, like you said, maybe a little bit more coveted and you have an opportunity to get in the NFL. But at the same time, I was going to coach guys I just competed against. And we all think we're pretty good. So I'm going to coach guys that I think I'm still better than, right? And it was hard. I think I needed that hard, concrete separation. And the only way I was going to be able to do that was to go back to college and really start the career. And, going to be a GA and going to the national championship at Ohio State started everything for me. So Mike Nolan, who believed in me as a coach, and then Jim Tressel really got my career going. If you could pick 2 guys to start your career, and those are 2 pretty good guys, if you don't know anybody, to really kind of jumpstart your life.
Now, it's no secret that that recruiting is a huge part of the, building a team, getting the right people on the bus. And obviously you have your selling points, your messaging. You're trying to find people that are a great fit for your program. Give me an update nowadays on the kids that are coming out of high school. What are they looking for in recruiting? What are the players placing a premium on that maybe has changed over the years?
Well, for us, I mean, we want the players who are putting a premium on relationships, on culture, on leadership, on connectivity, on being a football team and a great teammate. Those are the things we want, who want really special things in their life, who want to accomplish elite and extraordinary things academically, athletically, socially, spiritually. So I don't think that's changed for the kids that we look at. Now, I think that's changed in society as we've kind of made this a little bit more of a materialistic business at times, which I don't like. It's still an educational developmental process of your life. Amen. So for us, we constantly look for that. I mean, just look at where we're at. I mean, we've got 11 active NFL players right now. 7 of them have come from our culture in the last 3 years. Yep. And that says a lot about who we are as a football team, who we are as a program. But we're always going to want the person that fits our culture. I'm not for everybody. I've said it from day one. I've said it for 8 years being a head coach. I don't want to be for everyone. I want to be for a select group of men that we all fit together. We all have the same kind of mindset, the goals, the vision. We want to accomplish extraordinary things in our entire life. Our world's important to us. The people around us are important to us. So I think that hasn't necessarily changed for us, but we're looking at that selective group of people who are truly valuing that. And then you throw in Minneapolis, you throw in the Twin City area, you throw in one of the best universities in the entire country, you throw in that college experience. And I think that's why we're able to have so much success now compared to years past.
We don't know, as of this taping, we don't know when the Big Ten, if it will begin play again. But we all know it's the engine that feeds so many other programs at the college level. What are your thoughts about getting this thing going January, March, whatever it is? Does it matter to you? But how important is it to get college Big Ten football back on the map safely?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's the safely word, right? I think everybody, I mean, you look around the country and, people are pushing the season back. People are, have 40-some members of their team out. People are pausing their workouts. And I think I speak for everyone on our football team is we do want to play, but I think everybody wants to play safely. I'm not a doctor. I got an 18 on my ACT. I mean, no one's asking me what the cures are and things like that. But, the leadership at the top will eventually give us the green light when it's safe. I think our student athletes appreciate that people are looking out for their well-being, but they do want to play. And I think that's critical when you're a competitor and when you're a student athlete, you want to find a way to play. And that's never been the issue. The issue is making sure that it's a safe environment for every football team that's on the field on that particular day and creating a very safe practice environment, which we feel at the University of Minnesota with our leadership, Mark Coyle, our athletic director, and President Joan Gable, we have provided that. And I feel like our players feel that way. And I think the next right step is finding a way to get on the field.
That's outstanding. Coach, we're behind you. We believe in you. Thanks so much for coming on the show today. It's a thrill to get to follow what you're building at the U. And if you get back to West Michigan in the summers, give me a shout. That's where I'm spending my summers. So if you ever get back, and I'm going to keep an eye for some under the radar players in my home area back in West Michigan, and maybe if no one else is offering them, tell them to go to the U of M. So appreciate you coming on, and we'll be following you and pulling for you all season, whenever that season is.